the current health map right here. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to go to it. Two very important pieces of news that came out last night may seem to most people not connected, but they seem very much connected if you've been following this. All of a sudden, the Dems decided to give $4.5 billion for the wall. After all of this, after months of a government shutdown, after them calling, the Republicans this and that and whatever for wanting to build a wall or whatever. Why all of a sudden now? What has made them change their mind? Well, from the Irish Times, there was an article just released last night. I'm surprised it's actually still up. Maybe not enough people have seen it yet. But it goes over a town in, a country that is in Africa that has not yet had any cases of Ebola. Yet, they are about to build a facility. They just built this facility in February. They're about to build another one that is 16 times the size. Right now, the current one is 600 square meters, which is about 6,500 square foot. And so 16 times that size will be 105,000 square foot for Ebola patients. That's what it's going to be used for. Why, for a country that has not had any cases of Ebola yet, building such a big facility? Why did they just vaccinate 4,000 of their healthcare workers? There are certain states here that are also preparing. We've seen Missouri preparing, Oregon preparing. Does everybody just think that they're preparing just because they like to be prepared? Building these facilities, having all of this expensive equipment? I don't think so. Some people have said, oh, these are just your opinions, and it might not have anything to do with Ebola or any other type of virus. Well, let's say it's not. Let's say it's not even Ebola. We just had 150 children die of brain fever in India. An entire village in Malaysia is quarantined. 50% of that village tests positive for unknown fever, hemorrhagic fever. So they can easily call it whatever they want to call it. But when people are dying at such a rapid rate, it is being transported by mosquitoes or some type of animal. We know that Ebola can be transferred by certain type of animals. So they can call it whatever they want to. They can call it dengue, they can call it measles, all of these other things. Why quarantine entire prisons, an entire U.S. Navy ship for 5 months if only 20 people had this mysterious case of mumps? I honestly don't see how people can't put this stuff together. And then to be so irresponsible and drop off hundreds, if not thousands. We know that there were hundreds of migrants, asylum seekers from the Congo dropped off in San Antonio. 90% of them did not show up for their follow-up asylum court hearing. 90% of them. We don't know where they are. A lot of them ended up in Portland, Maine. That's halfway across the country. And we're not supposed to worry. It's no big deal. That is insane. You can call it whatever virus you want. Call it. I don't care what you call it. There's something going on. And when we have doctors in the South Texas area not going to work, Border Patrol agents speaking out saying they are afraid to even be on the border with the people that are crossing. And I hate to even make this a border issue, because there still hasn't been any type of travel ban. Still has not been a travel ban. With the second largest Ebola outbreak, there's still not a travel ban. Every single day, planes going in and out of the Congo, into France, directly into New York. It only takes one. You can get it from sweat, tears, saliva. Let's pretend that it's not even airborne, like some of them say. Although, if you've watched my videos, you know that I have showed very high likelihood of it being airborne. And why all of a sudden all of this censorship? My videos were not being censored. Now all of a sudden every single one that I put up about this is being censored. Why would the World Health Organization not declare this a global emergency? They had every intention on doing that. And then they were pressured by certain governments not to do it. And so they didn't. And now with a couple from Fiji, this is just amazing. Ridiculous. The report is saying that it wasn't any type of infectious disease. The tissues, some of the tissues they tested didn't have any infectious diseases. That could be accurate. Maybe not all the tissues were infected, but I'm sure some of them were. And how come the family does not have their bodies back? If it's not an infectious disease, send the bodies back. It's been a month. Why does the family not have their bodies yet? Why did the CDC have to run up to Fiji and do all these tests and then put out all this information, and now they're trying to backpedal on it? Why did they have to quarantine about 15 people that came into contact with Michelle and David? And quarantine the hospital. And it's not like they just quarantined them for precautionary measures. They actually gave them 10 liters of fluid and some type of medication that they're not allowed to speak about every 6 hours. Why would they need to do that if it was something that they weren't even concerned about? I don't know. And then we have patients that, yeah, they are testing for measles. But then when they do the actual scientific studies, the measles are coming from the vaccination. So how vaccinations work is they take out the measles or whatever, they make like almost a synthetic version of it. and then that's how they make the vaccines. And so whenever you actually test it under a microscope and all of these things, you can see if it is the genuine German mumps or measles or whatever, the one that we had in the 60s, 70s, 80s, or if it is the strand from the vaccine. And they have seen over and over and over that it is coming from the vaccine. Why do you think that they tell people that get vaccinated not to go around pregnant, nursing, or immune compromised people for 2 weeks? Because it's a live virus. But yet they're giving Ebola vaccines to thousands of people. And most people don't heed that warning. They should be quarantined, honestly. They should be quarantined for those 2 weeks, or whatever they feel. They don't even know enough about that vaccine, actually. It's technically not even given the go-ahead here in the States. I would love to say that this is just some kind of unexplained, I don't even know. But the amount of people dying from dengue, and then these brain fevers, and there's another one, I can't remember the name of it right now. It doesn't add up at all. And then for the Democrats to say, oh, you know what, by the way, here's $4.5 billion, build the wall. All of a sudden, out of nowhere. They said it was a made-up crisis. I thought there was no crisis. So, again, like I've said in multiple videos, prevention's the only thing that we can do at this moment. And I did talk about the silver that I spoke with that doctor about. I've already ordered mine, and I should have it here in a vase. I made a mistake. I called it nano silver. It's structured, it's alkaline formulated structured silver. It's different. It's absolutely different. It's the only one that's patented. It's the only one that is anything that I would recommend. This is completely different than any colloidal silver or anything like that. And I don't just recommend things. I'm very cautious to recommend anything, really. But in this situation right now, what other options do we have? They're staying silent about everything. But then yet we're hearing from people from VAs and all of these other things where they're seeing equipment brought in that wasn't there before. So, I mean, you can say nothing's going on and have your kids at risk. Put yourself and your loved ones at risk. And then find out in a few weeks, oh crap, I could have prevented this. And the silver that I was speaking of, it's great for a lot of immune disorders and all of these other things. I want you to look into it. The link is going to be in my pinned comments. I mean, it's only like $40-something if you just get the solution or whatever, and you just drink a tablespoon a day. Again, I'm going to have the doctor on to explain more about it, but by the time this actually starts getting out into the news and stuff, it's gonna be too late, because like I said in my last video, there's gonna be doctors and nurses and all of these people that are not even going to be showing up to work. The male people are not going to be showing up to work. But I don't know, guys. This is it's crazy. So please like, share, and subscribe. I would love to not be able to talk about this and talk about something awesome, like something great's going on. But unfortunately, that's not what's going on. and due to the mass censorship, and they are about to pull a bunch of other channels. Don't forget, all my links will be in the pinned comments. My BitChute, my DLive. I now have a Libra account, or library, or something. I have accounts, you know, it pretty much, my videos just go directly to those. But I'm going to try to do a live or something on DLive to where I can get this information out and not have to use coded words or whatever. I don't know, y'all. There's something really crazy going on, and I don't know. Protect yourself and your family. Y'all have a wonderful day. Again, like, share, and subscribe. Okay, this is the global incident map. For those who don't know how to get to this, you just go to globalincidentmap.com or climateviewer.org. Let's go to disease outbreaks. Look at this. This is way more than there was just a week ago. All of these. And you can click on them and it shows, see, more hemorrhagic fever. And then it shows like how many people have died from them and all of these things. See, another made-up disorder, disease. I don't know. So they can call it whatever they want, I guess. See what's going on here. West Nile. This is climateviewer.org. Absolutely phenomenal. These are all the things that you can go to. There's earthquakes, volcanoes, weather, all of these amazing maps, and they're 3D. Absolutely amazing. Jim Lee made all these. He's a YouTuber also. You can look at the volcanoes like that, or the earthquakes, and see how deep they are, how strong they are, all kind of amazing stuff. And this right here is the health map, and you can also get to this by climateviewer.org. And it shows which diseases and everything, and you just click on them and it'll show you which ones there are. There's tons of them, so it would take a little while to get through them, but go through them and see what it says. It's got a lot of great information on there. But I will look into some more things. There's some other stuff coming out, and I will get with y'all soon. Dang, that's a lot. Look at all those. Wow. It's a lot of stuff. Alright, y'all. Have a great day.